We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we get a Monday Night Football game, and then we get 7 NBA games,
Yeah, 7.
and that is it. So, not too much of a big slate today. I think I have a whopping 3 plays that I'm going to be giving out here, and This is going to be a light day, which is perfect, considering everything that happened yesterday. Do we have to go over yesterday, Tim, or can we just skip over that because that was absolutely beautiful?
I'll go over it. That's fine.
Yeah, yesterday sucked. I'm not
No,
going to
Nick,
sugarcoat it.
I got the perfect explanation for our day. My most profitable things yesterday were Russian table tennis and playing poker.
Makes
I think
sense.
that's a fair way of putting it. We'll see. Juan, quick thoughts on the bowl game before it kicks.
Quick thoughts. I bet this game way too early. I'm on Nevada.
There you go.
But I'm not on them +7. I'm on the -6.5 before everything came down. I bet them with everything, all my other early bowl bets, and that one was the biggest backfire. So I'd probably rebet Nevada at +7 if I had to make a bet today.
Yeah, but we're real quick to go over yesterday. My most profitable sport was Russian table tennis. Thank you, Allie. We went 5-1 with Russian table tennis. Let's get it. No, in all seriousness, on the site, 0-6 NFL day. I think everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. We had the under in the Giants game that was 0-0 at the end of the first quarter, 3-3 at the end of the first half. And then the Philadelphia Eagles proceeded to put 31 points up on the board in the second half. Screw you, Eagles. And then the Giants pushed it over. Screw you guys both. We had that. We had Steelers +11, wasn't even close. We had the Denver Broncos, which we thought would have a shot and didn't end up performing. We had the under in the Bills game. Didn't work out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who else did we have yesterday on our thing?
Vikings,
that's what it was, which missed out on a couple opportunities. Couldn't cash in there. And then our Sunday night game was the under, which Washington, you did your job for the under, but the Cowboys, what the hell was that? Putting up 56 points again. Yeah, our under was dead by halftime. So 0-6 NFL.
Literally
they absolutely, yeah. NFL, they sucked. I got lucky to go 2-3 though in the NBA yesterday. Of course, the over in the first play was the under in Orlando game. Easy cash. I figured, that cash, I'm gonna have a good day. Let's do this. Philadelphia and Washington went over with 16 seconds to go. Fantastic. Memphis game went over with a little bit to go. That was nice. I didn't watch that one and then came back to see it like that. I'm like, yes, that works. So that ended up making it me 2-1. I'm like, okay, I just need to hit one of my last plays and I'll have a profitable day. Pacers +7.5. They lose by 8. Denver -4. They win by 3. So of course it's the day of freaking. I could have easily had a 5-0 day in the NBA, but 1 or 2 points on each side, and it kind of screwed me. So I went 2-3. So overall on the site was like a 2-9 day. Was not pretty. Ready to turn it around. I think we got 4 NBA plays up on the site. And that's it today. No college. There's one college basketball game. Did not get any value out of it. And we didn't put up anything for the Monday night game. So hopefully it's a little bit of a bounce back day. Maybe have like a little bit of a 4-0 day. We'll go over the NBA plays in just a little bit. But yeah, it was a day that absolutely sucked. Nick, I know you don't want to get into it.
I'll just make it quick and simple. I went 1-13 yesterday. I hit on the Houston Texans +12. And on a day where I thought it was going to be ugly dogs and unders galore, it was chalk and more chalk. I think the public cashed in huge yesterday. because it was, I think, everyone except for the Houston Texans underdogs did not cover, and overs hit at a really high clip. And generally, you see the general public head towards those big favorites and the overs as well. So, yeah, including one of the most popular plays I've seen probably all season long with the Cincinnati Bengals -7. That one easily cleared. I had the under in Washington. I had the under in Pittsburgh, which went over with about 2 minutes to go. It finished 36-10. Yeah. I had Pittsburgh. I had Denver. I had the under in the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Then the Bears score a touchdown with a minute to go to push that game over. I had the under in Cincinnati and Baltimore. Dead at halftime. I had Baltimore +7, Minnesota +3.5, and the money line under 43.5 in Buffalo and New England. I had the Panthers +11. I had the Jaguars 4th and goal at the 1 yard line. Nothing. They lose to the Jets. Yep. Giants +11 and the under, which yesterday was just frustration after frustration after frustration. So
that's fine. Well, we'll start off with the suppness. That makes it better. Let's do this. Perfect first comment, 100%. And I know Bill McDonald said Nick's leaning towards Nevada, but he got it at a bad line. He got it before he got it -7, so that kind of hurt.
Yeah, -6.5.
9-leg parlay killed by the Patriots. Bills Mafia, baby. Patriots are frauds. Frauds, I say. Now is when they start going downhill, get a wild card spot, losing the first round of the wild card, and go, good morning. Good morning, Turnsy. How you feeling after that Canada game last night? Jets, you know the rest. Yeah, the Jets suck at sucking. You know, a loss would have been fantastic to put them right up, because I'm a Jets fan. I'm from New York. Me and Nick are from New York originally. I'm a Jets fan. So I wanted to see them lose because we're like number 4. Yeah, now we have 0 shot at getting that number 1 overall seed. We had a shot, but now we don't. So Jets, you suck at sucking. Took all the +10 point favorites first half, money line, 4-leg parlay, and hit +160. There you go.
There you go. Yesterday was the day for chalk, and I'm going to say I'm already on some chalky spots next week because I think now is the time we start turning towards the bigger favorites because you got teams who are competing for playoff spots and you got teams who are eliminated from playoffs that are not going to care. So
exactly.
I'm just saying now is
when it gets difficult.
Now is when it gets chalky because I've already added. If you guys are curious, I've already added for next week. I have the Patriots -16. I've got the Buccaneers -13. I laid 7.5 with both the Seahawks and the Colts. So I laid some pretty big chalk. I'm probably gonna have some first half lines with them as well. Expecting blowouts next week.
Oh, that 100% makes sense. I'm actually just typing my plays, and I thought they were typed in.
My bad.
Actually, no, I got that. Nick keeps scrolling through the chat.
Yeah. Remember that one? What up, Twins? I'm back. Still on vacation south of Mexico, but we back. I cashed in on the Vikings +10.5, the Raiders +7, the Bears +7, and Houston +13. There you go.
Hey, take that all day.
Yesterday felt good to live in Dallas and be a Cowboy fan. Thinking about getting tickets to the Cards game next week. Live bet that Eagles slaughter. Nice. Yeah. To be honest, with that Dallas game next weekend against Arizona, I was looking at this line this morning. That line went from 2.5 to 6. I'm going to wait for that to hit 7 and bet the Cardinals. Be completely honest. This line's inflated way too much, I think. I had this game projected around a 5. So I'm waiting for that line to hit 7. But we're talking about games that are 6 days from now. Cowboys hit the over by themselves. Yeah, in the first half. In the first half. So, but we'll go from NFL yesterday to the Monday Night Football game today. We're going to kick it on off here. Monday Night Football, New Orleans Saints hosting the Miami Dolphins in this one here. The Dolphins are now 3-point road favorites in this game with a total of 37.5. We have Miami coming into this game 7-7. They started 1-7 this year. They've won 6 straight games now, pushed themselves within a win of a playoff spot, or getting into a playoff spot, not clinching or anything, getting into a position where they are on the inside looking out. They're 7-6-1 against the spread. They're 6-8 over under. They're 2-3 on the road this year. We have the Saints who are 7-7 this year. They're 7-7 against the spread. They're 6-8 over under, and they're 1-4 at the Caesars Superdome this season. Where are you looking at for this game?
Yeah, I laid off of this one. I won't have any money. It would be a lean towards Miami for me, just because they have been hot, and I believe we have Jake from State Farm playing quarterback for New Orleans today. With Ian Book. You know what I meant.
Jake from State Farm, who played for the Giants yesterday.
No, I was joking. It was a random guy. That's what I was saying. Ian Book, who I don't really think has much experience. I really haven't looked him up or anything, so I don't know much about him.
Rookie out of Notre Dame.
Well, there you go. And just to give you guys an idea, Alvin Kamara is the backup quarterback for tonight. Just want to throw that one out there. So, I would lean towards Miami Dolphins, just because they've been hot. They have most of their guys at least healthy, and they're not running on Ian Book. So it'd be lean there. I think the best bet for this one will be the under. Even at 37.5, I could see this one being a ugly game. So I lean towards the under, but lean towards Miami. I'll probably end up teasing it where I grab Miami plus. It would be +3, and then the under 43.5. I think that would be the play that I would want, but this is not a spot that I'm going to get to.
All right, so you're completely against me here, which I totally understand the way I performed in NFL. I would want to be against me right now yesterday. But yeah, looking at this spot here, the true question with Ian Book is he truly a downgrade?
Yes.
From Taysom Hill?
Yes.
I think this is something to figure out, because we were saying this. I think this is a similar situation to yesterday with the Giants situation, saying is Jake Fromm a downgrade or an upgrade from Mike Glennon?
And the answer was no.
He's not. He wasn't a downgrade.
And the answer was he wasn't an upgrade either.
No. The question is, the way Taysom Hill has been playing this year, is he really that much? Because if you look at that last Sunday night game, it was their defense that carried them. And there's a reason why this line's at 37.5. But I think they've gone too far here. I think this is way too low. I mean, you're talking about 38 points. You're talking 20-19. And there you go. You have an over. You have to go perfect.
You're not getting that. You're not getting that. The Saints defense has been fantastic. The defense for the Miami Dolphins has been good. And
they gave up 24 points to the Jets last week. How good are they?
I'm not too worried about that. They got the job done, though. And that was against the Jets team that had some of their weapons. Who do the Saints have?
Kamara is still available.
That is it.
And their defense is going to carry them in this game, I think. I think this is
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If you're a prop bettor looking for anytime touchdown score, Saints defense. Saints defense, anytime touchdown score. I think that's a legitimate play today. I seriously do. And if we look at what the Miami Dolphins have done as of late, yeah, good job. You've won 6 straight games after starting 1-7. I think that's very good. Yeah. You played the Houston Texans. You played Baltimore. Okay, Baltimore's a legitimate win there. They were healthy at that time. The Jets, the Panthers, the Giants, and the Jets. Where's any quality wins there other than Baltimore? Where's any type of quality wins here? I think the Saints are a step up in competition here.
Are they, though?
Compared to the Jets and the Giants and the Panthers, goddamn right they are. Absolutely, they're an upgrade and they're a step up in competition here. I don't do this often. I have a teaser for this game. That's the way I'm approaching this game because I personally bet the Saints at -2.5. -3 before the before the Taysom Hill news came out. I like this Saints team. I still think this defense can bring them to a playoff spot. I really do. I bet them last week at +11 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, this could be a flat spot. Absolutely could be. But you get an extra day to prepare because this is a Monday night game compared to they played Sunday night last week. And you get Miami coming in, feeling good about themselves, winning 6 straight games against bad teams. Give me the New Orleans Saints +9 and over 31.5. All you're asking for is 17-16 in this game for me here, and I'm happy. So over 31.5 +9 New Orleans Saints. That's the way I'm going to approach this game.
That's fair. We'll go ahead and week 16 was big for prop. It was a big prop week with all the COVID stuff. Overs. Yeah, there you go. Saints win by 6.
I like the Saints. I think the Saints win this game straight out. Like, I wouldn't talk anyone off the Saints money line. I think this is an overreaction here. I think this is truly an overreaction. 6-point line movement because of Taysom Hill. Overreaction.
Not at all. Feel like teasing down, playing over.
Yes. 31.5. Are you kidding?
Hot Saints shut down Brady in Florida. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that it happens. I know that hasn't happened since 2006 or whatever that Brady got shut out, but
and he wasn't happy. Obviously, look what he did against Carolina yesterday.
Yeah. Ian Book is still starting. Could be a first half under. It could be a full game under. I could see this one end up finishing 9-3. This one's going to be an ugly game.
See, for me, this total is an over or nothing. This is similar to seeing a 5 in hockey or like a 6.5 in baseball. This is way too low of a total.
That's fair. Feeling Alvin Kamara props all day. Who else is going to catch the ball? I feel that as well. Just be careful, just in case Ian Book gets injured. Then Kamara has to play quarterback and
Wildcat.
And I don't think you're gonna get a good low-key. I want to see Ian Book get injured just to see Kamara play quarterback.
No, hear me out. What would be Alvin Kamara's passing yards prop?
Oh God, I have no clue.
Half a yard? I know. Half a yard's a look.
It could be. I don't think you're gonna see any props on that.
No, they're not. But I just thought that was interesting.
I'm just gonna pull up something real quick. I just want to see what it's gonna say.
We have a small slate. We can screw around a little bit here.
Yeah,
a little personality here. Let's go.
Alvin. Just looking at DraftKings real quick. Alvin Kamara is 12-2 in the flex, so he's gonna be the most expensive player on the slate. No duh. But I think he's the guy that you have to lock in.
Yeah, absolutely. Alvin Kamara, if you are playing DFS tonight, is a captain slot player.
100%.
Or if you want to be a little contrarian, take the Saints defense.
That's not a crazy idea. I think this ready. I feel like if you wanted to go ahead, I'm gonna quickly build a DK lineup. And go with that. Ready, set, wham, wham. And then grab that and that. And then I can go ahead and pick up that. So, with my lineup, and I think this one could be a legitimate lineup. Alvin Kamara at captain. Both kickers, both defenses, and Tua Tagovailoa.
There's no correlation there.
Doesn't have to be. Tua rushes a lot.
Kamara rushes a lot. I think you need a Miami running back if you want to go both double defense and double kicker. Give me a running back there because.
So I got to grab the GOAT Myles Gaskin.
There you go.
Honestly, I think that's fantastic. It 100% would be. So, anyways, we're just gonna keep moving on. Over is the place. Same thing as last night's gonna happen. I doubt it. I really don't see any team dominating.
No,
the only team I could see blowing out would be the Dolphins blowing out the Saints.
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
One more thing, keep in mind with this game. Trent Book It Trent has his 16 parlay, and it's coming down to the Miami Dolphins money line. So just slam the Saints.
It's gonna look like an under type of game, but it will be a blowout. Okay. Dolphins won't come to the Superdome and beat us. Who's us? You're a Saints fan? Good luck. Yeah, there's a little bit of bias then from Lex Steele. That's fine. Ian Book is a true pocket passer. He will hold his own behind a good defense. Fair enough.
I think Ian Book will be a light version of Mac Jones. Someone who won't win you the game but won't lose you the game.
That's fair. Saints +9 and the over 30. Good luck.
Yeah, I like it.
Give me all the Kamara props. Why not? COVID-19 got some holes in both defense. I was leaning over last night. Might pull the trigger on over 37.5.
I kind of want to as well.
At the end of the day, we're having all this stuff. I will end up not betting this game. That's good teaser parlay. I think so. Christmas tree gift. Nick, that's a teaser. That's a teaser. That teaser is a winner, Nick. Hopefully. There should be a fun wager when y'all disagree on a pick. Well, you want us to go all which one is it? The Pat Mayo experience doing shoeies? No. Just take the Saints passing yards under. Something tells me Ian Book's going to get injured in the first quarter, and then Alvin Kamara is going to throw for 400 yards tonight.
Watch Alvin Kamara becomes the next great quarterback in the NFL.
He could do it all, and the thing is, you have to be worried about him because he could run the ball too. Yeah, exactly. I think you could tease up, play under, to be honest, and still be good. I think the total ends in the 30s. You can play the under 43. I know, dude. I'm busting on you. But let's jump into some NBA, get through this stuff, and then we'll keep and then we'll do what we need to do.
All right, fair enough. We'll kick it on off here. The Charlotte Hornets are hosting the Houston Rockets. The Hornets are 6.5-point home favorites, a total of 235 in this game. Be interested in this one.
I actually am. Looking at these two sides, I know the Charlotte Hornets have been one of the more successful teams to bet on against the spread, the more profitable teams. 20-14 this year against the spread, 10-2 at home. 16-16-1 for the Rockets, 9-9-1 on the road. I'm actually grabbing the Rockets today, though. No Miles Bridges, no Cody Martin, no PJ Washington for Charlotte. That's going to really limit your bench, and it's going to hurt your starting lineup. Kevin Porter Jr. might be available for today's game. He is questionable. He's not ruled out at the moment, which is a positive sign. And then Jalen Green is also listed questionable. Both of them look like they're going to be able to play today. So I feel like against a short bench in Charlotte, I think Houston covers at least. And I will say I have my 3 dogs that are scrolling across the bottom. I will sprinkle money lines on all 3 of them. I think that they have chances to win today. I'm going to grab the Houston Rockets +6.5 today versus the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, this is one where I was leaning the other way. I had this game handicapped around 8.5. I understand the Hornets are missing some players, but this is still the Rockets. And the Rockets are someone I have extremely low on my power rankings, rightfully so. I would lean Hornets here. I still like the Hornets this year. I would lean Hornets. I didn't get to this game, though.
That's fair. Capsum Junior World Hockey.
Okay.
No more shots. Russia today,
Well, now that I know Russia's playing, we have to do shots of vodka every single time they score a goal.
No more shots. Get out of here. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Rockets have more double scorers out. Well, no, both of them are questionable at the moment. So Tatum out. Yes, we're just about to bring that one up. I was at least.
My play now. I love my play.
Turnsey knows what's up. Junior World Hockey been heating up on Twitter. Damn it! I'll grab your thing. I love when a family disagrees with it. Yes. Yeah. Yes, Wilhelmina. We love arguing too. It's so much fun. Just like arguing between which game was it, Colts and the Cardinals this week, or Colts and the Patriots last week.
Colts every time.
Well, it's the last time two times we disagreed.
Ready? Fine. You can't do that this week. I've already bet the Colts minus 7.5 against Vegas.
I like it. Double-digit scorers. No, they don't. Kevin Porter is questionable, and Jalen Green's questionable. Anything on the Saints? Yes. Nick's got a teaser. I got $0 on the game. Won $1,500 on roulette this morning. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, let's go.
Who Celtics play? They play against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
We'll get into that. And I love that game.
You know what? I'm gonna switch them around, and we're gonna jump into that game next.
Yeah. Real quick though, with this Boston game, I gotta switch something here. It's no longer 8. It's no longer 8.5 to 5.5. We have Boston at Minnesota, 5.5 point road favorites. I didn't switch the total though.
I got it.
Total of 214 in this one here, Tim. I have a play on this game that obviously you guys can see scrolling in the scroller down below that I bet before the show. I love this line movement. Where are you looking at for this one?
At this point, it's Boston or nothing. Yeah. No, I didn't bet this game, and I'm not going to at this point. I didn't like him at 8.5. Take out Tatum. You really think Tatum's worth 3 points against a Minnesota team without Karl Anthony Towns, without D'Angelo Russell, without Edwards, and without Vanderbilt, Naz Reid, Patrick Beverly might be out. And then you're getting some of the bench players that are a little bit shaky too. And you think that at this point it's Boston or nothing for me. But this is one of those games that I did not bet to begin with, and I'm not betting now. I'm passing on this game, and I'm not really too interested in this one at this moment. Obviously, check out the allsportsbets.com site if I switch it up or anything. So, but for right now, I don't like to mess with games like this that all of a sudden it drops 3 points because of one player. So lean towards Boston in this game.
Yeah, well, obviously now if I were to bet the game, it would be Boston minus 5.5. Plain and simple. I'm someone where if I see a big player go out or something like that, I'm more inclined to bet the team that lost that big player, because what will happen is the markets will overreact like we're seeing here. I personally got the Timberwolves at +9 this morning. And this line's moved 3.5 points. So yeah, this is a definite spot where I'm looking to back the Timberwolves at 9. But if I had to bet this now, having no bet on the game, it would be Boston. Because I'm more inclined to take teams that are that lost one of their big players and the lines move significantly. That's why you're seeing me more inclined to bet the Saints tonight, because I think there was an overreaction on that line, which using that philosophy should have led me to the Chiefs. But using that type of philosophy in sports, because everybody is going to see, oh, Tatum's out, let me bet the Timberwolves now. I fell into that trap. I saw, oh, Kelsey was out, let me bet the Steelers now. They didn't miss him.
Nope, not at all. They haven't missed him all year.
Yeah. I mean, this is and then everybody will be like, oh, they have Ian Book now. Yeah, give me the Saints at a much better line, because last time I knew, Taysom Hill doesn't play defense, which the Saints defense is one of the best in the NFL right now, or something along those lines. So yeah, at this point it would be Boston minus 5.5 in this game. But with all things considered, I have Minnesota minus +9. I'm going to hold on to that ticket, and I'm going to ride with it. That's what I'm going to do for this game.
That's fair. By the way, Saints do have a top 5 defense.
Absolutely, they do.
In terms of points allowed per game, which they're tied with Arizona and Kansas City.
How about them Chiefs?
In terms of best defenses, top 2 defenses in the league. Who do you think?
For points allowed?
Yes.
Buffalo and Seattle?
New England and Denver. Buffalo's number 3. Buffalo's number 3. Seattle
is number 6.
No, Seattle.
They dropped yesterday?
Is number 8.
Oh, they dropped yesterday after giving up 25 points to the Bears.
Anyways,
which, by the way, the Giants +4 was another play I made for this weekend, fading the Bears after that big win.
There you go. But yeah, nothing in this game.
Yeah.
D'Lo playing. D'Angelo Russell? No, he is not. Maybe the over at this point. Maybe. I've been doing a little bit of totals, but I really haven't been messing with that. So, under in the South at this point. At this point, it has to be an over because you missed a line. It opened up at 217.5, and now it's down to 214. So, if anything, this one has to be an over at this point, but nothing for me in this one. Tatum hasn't been on his A game except for his last couple of games. Yeah, but I don't think he's worth 3 points. Timberwolves money line at this point. Why not?
Right.
I can't argue with that. Just because
it's plus money.
Okay, I will not say it's easy. I will not say it's easy at any stretch of the imagination. That is still a plus 190. No. Vegas is like, hey, Tatum is out. Yeah, no. And do you know what? And the good thing is, Vegas is very smart when it comes to this, and all the sports books are very smart. They go, ooh, Tatum's out. Let's drop the line 3 points and see what they do. Because they know a lot of people will still be betting the T-Wolves.
Yeah, because they know when they're going to be expecting a lot of action on one side, like the Dolphins tonight, they'll move it to where all the value is on the Saints. Like something like that. With this one, now they see, oh, Jason Tatum's out. We're going to move the line. We're going to anticipate everybody reacting to this Tatum news and saying, oh, got to bet the T-Wolves now. All the value is on Boston now at 5.5. I might 100%. Take the 5.5 and try to middle myself in this game. To be completely honest,
I'm not touching this. I probably should go and bet it at this point and throw it up as a free. If I bet it, it'll be up as a free play on EarleSportsBets.com. Steelers burned me in the teaser. Trash. Couldn't even cover 17.5. I know.
Yep.
It was one of our. I think I had 2 winners yesterday.
I think this was the worst day I've personally had in like 6 months.
Yes, that's fair.
And I bet nothing but football.
Hi, Cappers. Hey, JJs. Boston to iffy for me. I never liked I have not been high on the Timberwolves this year at all either. I understand that one. Texans killed my Sunday parlay. I feel that one.
I had the Texans. I wish I bet the Texans money line.
I had a bunch of.
I can get down on that one. I can definitely.
I had way too many other things kill my parlay. All right, here's Lex Steele's thing for the day. Hornets minus 7.5. I'm not particularly liking that one. Bulls minus 6.5. We'll go over that game. I didn't bet it. Celtics under 213 at that point. Whatever. You're getting plus money on all these, so let's see. Jazz under. That one's bold. Suns minus 9. I'm going to be on the opposite side. Trailblazers minus 1.5. I did not bet that game. Nets under and Brown plus 14.5. I will say we got nothing from that Brown game. But hey, good luck tonight. I have Kaseki for anytime touchdown tonight.
That's fair.
I wouldn't mind that one.
Anytime touchdown. I want to see what that is real quick.
All right, well, introduce this next game and then you can do that.
Chicago Bulls are at the Atlanta Hawks in this one here. The Bulls are 5-point road favorites with a total of 207.5. What are we looking at for this game?
This one's kind of a tricky one. Atlanta will still be without a bunch of players, including Trae Young, John Collins, DeLon Wright, Kevin Huerter, Gallinari, Hunter, Jalen Jackson, Karabit, Akanawa. They're going to still be without a bunch of their players, including a bunch of their bench, which hurts. On the opposite side, Chicago will be without Lonzo Ball, the GOAT Alex Caruso. Jones Jr. is most likely going to be out tonight. So they're going to be dealing with a couple things themselves. Chicago is on the second leg of a back-to-back. It would be a lean towards the under in this game for me at the 208 or 207.5. I just did not get to this game. I didn't feel comfortable enough to get to this game just because of, A, the injuries and COVID stuff on the Atlanta side, and the fact that, A, there were still a couple COVID cases on the Chicago side, and they're on a second leg of a back-to-back. So for me in this one, it would be a lean towards the under, maybe a lean towards the Bulls, just because the Bulls have been one of those teams that has been one of the more profitable teams in the NBA. They are fourth in the league against the spread. Only teams ahead of them: OKC, Golden State, and Cleveland. So this is a case where this Bulls team has been very profitable to bet on this year. But I'm not messing with this game at all. I'm not interested.
Yeah, I think this line's spot on. I have this at 5 for the Bulls, so I'm staying off this game as well. I did not find a touchdown scorer prop on the Saints defense specifically, but defensive or special teams touchdown scored, yes, plus 200. I think that's definitely an option. And if you guys are getting a little frisky here, 35-1. Hear me out on this one. 35-1 odds. First touchdown scorer, New Orleans Saints defense.
Good luck. Have fun with that. I'm not doing it.
Or you can anticipate what happened last week, and you could go no touchdown score at 70-1.
I would be more inclined to do that. To be completely honest, I would be very inclined to do that. But Bulls -5. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that. We're not going to talk you off of that. Update 7-3 Western Michigan.
Okay.
Players like Sabonis was supposed to be out, and then they ended up playing. Is Ice Trae Ori confirmed out? Yes, he is. Under his report says Trae Young, COVID-19, will not be cleared in time for Monday's game versus the Bulls. So yes, he is confirmed out for tonight. Don't Saints starting linebackers have COVID? Everybody has COVID these days. Everybody does. Let's keep rolling, though.
Yeah, Utah Jazz are at the San Antonio Spurs here, Tim. Jazz are 6.5-point road favorites in this game, a total of 229. Where are we looking?
Hey, another one of those teams that have been making a little bit of money off of this year. They've been really profitable. Is this Saints team? It's not Saints. Spurs team. I saw SA and I just talked. Spurs team. 19-13 against the spread this year. Yes, I know that they are on a second leg of a back-to-back. They played last night versus Detroit at home. And to be completely honest, I don't care. Because they absolutely beat the ever-living crap out of the Pistons to the point where the starters on the Spurs got 16 minutes, got 15 minutes, got 23 minutes, got freaking 19 minutes. These players are fresh.
They'll be fine. And
This is a younger team. Yes, Popovich does a very good job with this team. The fact that it was a blowout yesterday, but the players did not play 20+ minutes. Most of the players are going to be fresh tonight and ready to go. And they had this game circled because Jazz, that's a big game at home. You better believe they're going to come out to play. It's another one of those teams. I got it at 7. I'm grabbing Spurs plus 6.5 money line. I'm sprinkling money line with them, sprinkling money line with the Rockets, and when we get to it, I'm going to sprinkle in the money line with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Whoa. Okay. Sounds fair. Yeah, looking at this game, I like the Spurs in this one as well. I think this line's a little bit too inflated. I had this at 4.5, so there's that 2 points of value that I usually look for to bet in the NBA, and I think this line's definitely off by a few points. So I'm definitely on board here with the San Antonio Spurs. So also maybe a lean towards the over, especially the way this team has been playing. I mean, you saw how many points they scored last night, so maybe a recency bias on that one a little bit, but
No. Just keep
the
in mind.
The Spurs team is a team that definitely I'm interested in backing.
This Spurs team has been scoring a bunch lately, and they're now actually up to number 3 in the league in terms of points per game, up to 111, almost 112 a game, including going over in 8 out of their last 10 games. Only times that they didn't, they put up 116 versus the Clippers, and the Clippers put up 92. So that one went under. And then they put up 112, and then the Pelicans put up 97. So when the lowest that they've scored in the last 10 games is 109 against New York, and that game went way over. So yeah, it would be. I almost added in the over for this game as well, but I like the Spurs play just a tad more.
What about team total over 111.5 with the San Antonio Spurs here?
Yeah, I could see that. Yep, I wouldn't talk you off of that one either. Jazz Spurs over 229. Yeah, it would be a lean there, but let's do it. Been doing Spurs overs. I might be adding that one to my card as well. Having a double play from this game and taking the Spurs and the over. So I don't mind that at all. Feeling Spurs over. They've been Keep in mind, they're not going to score 140 points every single game. That just does not happen. So just be careful with that. I know there's going to be a lot of recency bias, which is one of the things why it could push me towards an under in this game. But I'm probably not going to touch. I'm too flip-floppy. I'm leaving the total alone for this one. I like the Spurs in this one. I'll take churros plus 12. Who's the churros?
Churros sounds good. I think he's just saying 12 churros food. I want food now.
Oh, yeah. I would kind of like some churros as well. That's good. I've been on the Spurs or no bet trend for their games lately. I like the Spurs. They've been covering. They've covered in 6 out of their last 10 games, but 4 out of their last 5, including 3 straight. So, and I know they beat Detroit last night, but they beat the Lakers, they beat the Clippers, they lost to the Kings. The last time these two teams played, and I will say I had the Spurs. Last time these two teams played, the Spurs won straight up as an 11.5-point dogs. So I honestly could see it happen again, and that was in
Utah. This be a revenge bet then?
This is that was in Utah. This is in San Antonio. I like the Spurs. Cash out on the under in Miami. Yes, easy. Now that one was easy, just because of how bad the Orlando offense is and how many COVID cases and injuries on that Miami side.
He said he hit an 8-leg parlay thanks to us. Did you just bet against all my plays then? I don't know what 8-leg parlay you were hitting with me yesterday.
Yeah, I was about to say, we gave out what? I gave out Cincinnati. That was a winner. I said the Bills.
I gave out Houston.
And that was about it. So you probably got 4 winning plays from us in the NBA. Congrats, bro. I would be scared to backing a team that just scored 144. Keep in mind, most of that was their bench, Turnsy. Most of that was the bench players. And that is fantastic to see. That most of the sport, they have depth. Because if you look at it, I think DeJounte Murray did not play. Okay. And that was even without DeJounte Murray. Derek White, which is one of the starters, 16 minutes, scored 7 points. Jakob Poeltl, one of the starters, played 15 minutes, scored 14 points. Caleb Johnson played 23 minutes, scored 27 points. Lonnie Walker Jr. played 19 minutes, scored 8 points. And then you get to the bench players like Bayat, which normally doesn't play that often, scored 10 points in 25 minutes because he got the extra time. Doug McDermott, who normally doesn't play extra minutes, 19 minutes, 13 points. You're getting bench players scoring, which is fantastic to see. That's exactly what I want to see out of a team because, yes, a team can be fantastic when their star players are on the court. That is a given. They should be playing well with that. What do they do when the star players are off the court? Benches are a key for me. And Spurs are exactly one of those teams. The Cavaliers are one of those teams. Though even the Warriors have a little bit of depth.
What about the Nuggets? Didn't the Nuggets have one of the best benches like last year?
Last year, yeah. Now too many of them are playing starting minutes and all that stuff, and the bench kind of sucks now. But once Jamal Murray comes back, then they'll actually have a good bench, and they'll have a good one next year when Michael Porter Jr. comes back. San Antonio is famous for churros. Gotcha. Okay. He must have used one of your plays. Yeah, probably only one. Update 14-3 Western Michigan. So mad I didn't pull the trigger on the team total quarter over 6.5 at -180. Yeah, that's fine, dude. It happens. But we'll keep rolling, and I like this game as well.
Yeah, we'll look at the Memphis Grizzlies. They're at the Phoenix Suns in this one here. The Suns are 8.5-point home favorites in this game. Total 221.5. Where are you looking?
I'm on Memphis. I know a lot of people probably will look at this one and be like, "Oh, Suns, they just came off. They just lost to the Golden State Warriors. Bounce back game against the Memphis team that's a little bit beat up because no Brandon Dillon Brooks, no Melton." I'm not concerned. I think the Grizzlies at least cover, if not win this game straight up. This is another one of those cases, and I'm using this this will be one of my arguments for my 3 dogs. So my 3 dogs today: Rockets, Spurs, and Grizzlies. Spurs are 6th in the league against the spread. Memphis is 7th in the league against the spread, and Houston is 11th in the league and against the spread. These teams are all profitable against the spread this year. I will mention that. Oh, well, Houston technically isn't, but most of these teams are profitable against the spread. Against teams that are not. Utah Jazz, not profitable against the spread. Memphis is playing against the Suns, which are not profitable against the spread. And then Houston Rockets is the exception. But with these last 2 plays, I have a little bit of reasoning behind them. I just like backing teams that are getting a bunch of points that have covered spreads this year. So it's kind of one of those spots where if I can get a team at as much points as I'm getting that are hitting spreads at 60%, like Memphis and San Antonio are, yeah, I'm going to be all over that. Give me Memphis and give me the Spurs, and I'm tacking both of them on the money line as well. I'll probably do a little bit of a round robin with Houston Rockets money line, Spurs money line, and Memphis money line.
There you go.
It's a dog day today. Let's run with it. Memphis was shooting bad, but maybe better. I'm not too hung up on it. They were getting Ja Morant back in the lineup and getting more adapted to him. I think they finally got more adapted, and I think they're going to be good tonight.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, this is one I stayed off of. Let me see what my line was for this game. My line was Phoenix -7. So this would be a lean towards the Memphis Grizzlies in this spot. It's just I want a 9.5 in order to back the Memphis Grizzlies here, which I think we might in the day.
I don't think we're going to end up getting that. It's actually dropped. It dropped to an 8 and then back up to an 8.5 now. But I can see it dropping to an 8 before going up to a 9.
All right, so I'm staying off. If this hits a 9, you'll see me put it up as a play.
Fair enough. We'll keep rolling. We got 2 games left for today.
Yeah, the Dallas Mavericks are to these Portland Trailblazers in this one here. We have this game at a pick'em. It's 212.5 the total in this one. Now, a few players are going to be missing in this game. What are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, there's going to be a couple of big deals. Luka remains out. He's been out for a little while now, so I'm not really too hung up on his play. CJ McCollum will remain out. Damian Lillard is questionable due to personal reasons. I don't know what exactly is going on, but he is questionable for tonight's game. Stay tuned for Game Time Decision today, and we'll go over all of those injury reports. Yusef Nurkic, Hardaway, Dennis Smith Jr., Robert Covington, Maxi Kleber, Reggie Bullock, Trey Young, Ben McLemore, Willie Cauley-Stein, Cody Zeller, and Trenton Wofford all out for today's game. Yes, lots and lots of injuries. This one's not pretty. I stayed off of this game. Lean towards the under, if anything, just because there's nobody to shoot the ball. There's like nobody. You're getting probably a starting lineup for the Dallas Mavericks of Jalen Brunson, Kristaps Porzingis, Finney Smith. You got like Sterling Brown probably in there, and maybe even Frank Nikita, whatever his name is. You're not getting a good for this Dallas Mavericks side, and Portland's the same way. Look towards the under, but I'm not betting this game.
You get there? Okay, I think we froze for a second there.
I had passed on this game.
Yeah. Looking at this game, I had this game price at around a pick'em, and I feel like with everybody out in this game, it really feels.
Stop it. Get some help.
I mean, with everybody out, I just don't see the reason to bet this game.
You're right. I that's why I didn't bet it. I didn't feel like it was worth betting. So we'll go back over to the chat. Mavs team total over. Yeah, Brunson and Porzingis. Who else is getting buckets though?
Maybe just take Brunson's point total over.
Yeah, take Brunson's points and take Porzingis points. I honestly
also this is the Dallas guy, so keep that in mind.
Okay, fair enough. Dallas played better on the road for some reason. No, they really do not. They are 7-9 on the road this year, which would make them 8-8 at home. No, I don't really see that being better out on the road. I think Ja is finally getting acclimated. Yes, 100% after being gone for a little bit. Plus, the Mavericks are fighting to hold on to that 8 seed. Yeah. It's still early in the season. It's still very early. If they're worrying about that, that's probably something they shouldn't be worrying about right now. That's just a little bit of a question spot there. So, I can't really buy that one. I didn't bet this game, so we'll move on to the last game of the night.
Yeah, which is the Brooklyn Nets at the LA Clippers. The Nets are 4-point road favorites. They did play in LA against the Lakers on Christmas, so they didn't go anywhere. Here, the total's 213 in this game. Where are we looking at for this
one? I'm on the Nets. You're getting the Clippers, who, yes, it's a home back-to-back. They lost to the Denver Nuggets late in that game. So they are on a back-to-back. They just played a really good game last night. They're still going to be without Paul George. They'll be without Reggie Jackson. And they'll be out still with a bunch of bench players. On the Brooklyn side, they will still be without Durant, and they will still be without LaMarcus Aldridge. But James Harden has been an absolute beast. Last game, James Harden put up a 36-point triple-double on Christmas Day against the Lakers. I think he could do the same thing today. So if you're playing DK, make room for your for James Harden in your lineup, because there's nobody else on this Nets team to shoot besides Patty Mills. That's another name I really like. Who Patty Mills also had a really good game with 34 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists on Christmas. So those two big guys, I think those are the ones you want to look for player props, maybe. I don't do player props, but if you're looking, there you go. I might actually play a DraftKings lineup, so we never know. I might get interested in that in a minute. But this is a spot where I think the Nets come out and they beat up on this Clippers team. I think they win by double digits, even with the Clippers at home. This Clippers team is beat up, and after a second leg of a back-to-back, this is a spot where Brooklyn wins by double digits.
Yeah, I can see that. I personally did not get to this game. I would lean towards, I guess, the Brooklyn Nets in this spot here. Yeah, Clippers are missing some of their big players, and they're a team that's definitely going to be a fade team going down the line here towards the rest of the season. Apparently, just fading both LA teams is probably going to be the way to go in the NBA, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it would definitely be a look towards Brooklyn in this spot, but once again, it's not something I got to.
Yeah, you don't have to get to it. James Harden, his point prop is 28. You have to get over 28 to do it. So 27.5 is his. And 18.5 for Patty Mills.
Hear me out with Patty Mills here.
Oh, boy.
I would look towards an under with him.
No.
Because
the problem is with the under.
He's coming off a career game.
Yeah.
And that's usually not when you want to jump on a player prop with someone.
All right. Who else is going to be shooting the ball for the Brooklyn Nets today?
I'm not saying that the Brooklyn Nets are not going to have anyone else shooting the ball. I'm just saying that line value-wise, Patty Mills is not a good player prop today. Patty Mills is not a good player prop. Line value reasons only. Because his numbers inflated from what he did on Christmas.
No, it's not. If it had to come down to it, if his player prop was up in the 20s, yes, I would fade. At 18.5, I don't think so.
What has he done before Christmas? I'm just asking. I don't follow him.
Last 5 games. Christmas Day was 34 points. 23 against the Orlando Magic, 14 in a low-scoring, ugly game versus Philadelphia, 30 against the Raptors, and 18 against the Pistons, which that Pistons game ended up being a blowout, and he did not play the entire game.
So you're telling me he's put up 30 in 3 of his last 5 games, but his total is only 18.5?
He's put up at least 23 in 3 out of his last 5 games.
His total is only 18.5. And this game is the second lowest total on the entire slate, other than, there's 212.5 with Dallas, and there's 209 here. So this is a lower scoring projected game. I understand that. But I don't know. I just feel like if I were to bet player props, an under is where I would look for Patty Mills after a career game.
I feel that. Let's see if I could find Patty Mills in. He's got to be. Yeah, Patty Mills is a tier 5 today. I'll pull in a $5 tiered lineup, and I'll have Patty Mills in it along with. I think it's actually a tier 1 today. James Harden, Jason Tatum, Damian Lillard.
All right, so that's a pretty obvious tier 1. If you're playing 150 lineups, you put 150 with James Harden.
Tier 2, LaMelo Ball, Zach LaVine, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell out today. I think that is one where you lean towards LaMelo or you lean towards Jaylen Brown. And my reason for Jaylen Brown, with Tatum out, with Jason Tatum out, I think Jaylen Brown will end up being the better spot there. So I'll end up throwing Jason Brown as my tier 2. Tier 3, Ja Morant, Rudy Gobert, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, Clint Capella. I have arguments for 3 of these guys. Ja Morant, I have a feeling would be a solid spot versus Phoenix because he's going to be taking control a lot. Rudy Gobert, with Donovan Mitchell out, he's going to be a lot more of a playmaker today. And I think that he could possibly get a double-double, and this is a double-double bonus. And then Clint Capella with no who do you call it? Okay. Could be a spot.
I'm still here. It's just someone's walking behind me.
Fair enough. Clint Capella could be a good argument with no John Collins today. I think I would end up going Ja Morant for that one. Real quick, tier 4 would be Edwards, which is out, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kristaps Porzingis, Christian Wood, and Jalen Brunson. I have arguments for a couple of these. Devin Booker is always an argument. Kristaps Porzingis and Christian Wood for me. I think Christian Wood would be the spot just because I have Houston. I think they end up winning today. And Christian Wood would be a big contributor to that. So I think I end up going Christian Wood for tier 4. Tier 5, I already got Patty Mills. Tier 6 would be Al Horford, Gordon Hayward, Derek White, Jarek Jackson Jr., Jakob Poeltl, Mike Conley, and Robert Williams. And I think for that one, it might be Gordon Hayward, or possibly I think that could be a decent Mike Conley spot too. I'll have to look into tier 6 a little bit more. I'll just throw yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to our actual show here. Let's not talk about draft.
Well, go Gordon Hayward. But that's all of our games for today, so I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all of the stuff. We'll go back to the chat for just a minute. Patty Mills did cash the props on Christmas. Patty Mills also been going off. Yes, he has. He's been really solid the last couple of games. Harden props seem too pricey. I think Clips shift defense to Harden after a monster game. I like Mills props. I would be totally down to go Mills props today. He's a good shooter. That he is. You did pros. I like it. 24 was his pro on Christmas. He went way over that. 100%. But that is the complete slate for today. I'll go ahead and roll the bumper, and then we'll go ahead and get into some housekeeping.
Hey guys, EarleSportsBets.com has finally launched, and to show our appreciation for you, click on the link below or go to EarleSportsBets.com/promo to get the 7-day package for only $49. That's $120 in savings. Thanks, guys.
All right. That is everything. We'll go ahead and jump into a little bit of housekeeping, then a recap. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch, all linked down below. Also, check out our TikTok at Earle Sports Bets. I still need to put the damn link in the description. I keep forgetting. It happens. Go on to TikTok, look up Earle Sports Bets, follow us on there. Just keep going us along. We're competing with Lenny right now from the Picks and Parleys TikTok. So come on, help us out. We're going back and forth, so it's a lot of fun there. Speaking of Picks and Parleys, Craig did his show earlier. Me and Nick live now. Higgs should be live in about 8 minutes. Allie, no, it's Monday. Manic Monday, 1:30 with Lenny. Check him out there. And then 6 o'clock with Game Time Decision with me and Nick and Lenny as well. There should be a bunch of probably a couple free pick videos coming out tonight. So a lot of good stuff coming out. So make sure you guys stay. Oh, okay, you're back. Sorry.
Yeah,
make sure you guys subscribe and do all that stuff for Earle Sports Bets, winning free picks and parlays. Let's do a quick recap. Let's head over. Do you win money on DraftKings? Sometimes. I think the funny thing is my biggest win in DraftKings was $1,500 on a soccer slate for EPL. The 18.5 is why I love it. He's been averaging 20 points plus. Who else is going to shoot the ball with COVID? Yes, exactly. I like it. Have a great day. Yep, you too. You followed us on TikTok. We appreciate that, Turnsey. But quick recap. I like some dogs today. Houston, plus 6.5. Spurs, plus 7. Grizzlies, plus 8.5. Nets, -4. Nick?
Yeah, light slate here for me today. I'm on that teaser with the Saints plus 9 and the over 31.5. And then I took the Minnesota Timberwolves at 9. They're now at 5.5. And then I have the Spurs at 6.5. And that's it for me. Kind of a little bit of a mental day off.
Yeah, let's do it. Nick, finish on out the stream for today then.
Yeah, that should just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earle Sports Bets, or we go live, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bets show. But that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck.
See you.